Hi there, welcome to Coffee with Coastal Cheryl. I have my iced coffee. I hope you've got a nice drink. We're just gonna sit and chat about flowers. Well, I guess I'm going to chat and maybe you'll listen, but I'd love to have your comments. So if you have any comments about these flowers or the arrangements, I'd love to hear them. Let's get started. It's one of the things that you guys ask me about a lot on social media is certain flowers, certain vases, and very often about flower vase combinations. So I thought, it would be fun to just do a YouTube on some of my very favorite flower and vase combinations. And best of all, every single one of these is from Amazon. So most of them are quite affordable and, free shipping. So who doesn't love that? I mean, it's funny. I'm so used to the free shipping, and then when I order something from somebody else and I have to pay shipping, I'm like, what's with that? We've totally gotten spoiled. All right, look at this first combination. First, we'll look at the flowers, then we'll look at the vase. Look at these. These are simply stunning. They come in tons and tons of colors. This is the light purple, and it's my favorite. Let me just show you quickly. This is how tall they actually are when they arrive. So quite a bit taller. Look at the different colors. Make sure you click on the link and check them all out. But what I did is I just cut this much off of this particular color right there. You can see about 6 inches, maybe more. I use my little handy cutters. I'll go ahead and I'll link those too. I use these all the time for flowers. They work great. But just about that much, because I knew with this particular combination that I wanted these to well, first of all, look, see the stems? See how the stems all crisscross in the bottom? I really like that look. And it's easy to do. I mean, if you just drop these in, they kind of do that on their own. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, that one's poking out a little bit. But is that beautiful or what? These come 3 to a set. This is actually 3 sets. There's 9 in here because I wanted a really huge, full look. But really a beautiful buy. Gorgeous, gorgeous flowers. And when they first come, though, the tops are going to be a little squished. So take some time and just literally, push them out like that, give them a day or two, and then they'll be nice and full. One of my very favorite hydrangeas. I'm going to show you another one that's slightly more affordable, well, quite a bit more affordable, but not as pretty, but I still like them. And then here is the vase. I knew I wanted with these. This particular glass vase, I love. It has just a soft color. I love the little bubbles in it. It comes in 3 sizes. This particular one is the medium. So again, to recreate this look, you're going to have 3 orders of the light purple hydrangeas and the medium vase. Now these hydrangeas are also really popular. Look at these. Aren't these cute? These are way more affordable, and you get 10 to a bunch. I mean, look at that. That's one bunch, you guys. This is the lilac. I have them in several different sizes. I think these are just too cute. Look at this little vase. It's a little metal vase. It's got a little handle on it. It looks like a milk jug. So you've got the lilac. These are just some of the colors I have. Again, they come in tons of colors. I also have the white. Look at that vase. It says Farm Fresh Eggs on it. How cute is that? These are the dusty blue. And then this is actually the same vase, but in white. If you click on the link, it will, you'll see both colors there. This one is the dusty pink. So again, tons of colors. Be sure to check out your favorites. I have them in white, which is really lovely. This is lilac, dusty pink, and dusty blue. And this is what one order looks like. These are huge. But again, take some time. They actually come in 2 pieces. I was a bit thrown off by that, I will admit. But go ahead, just pop the stem in, and then take this flower and that's all you have to do to each one. Just a few seconds, and these are crazy affordable. So, so pretty. Love these combinations. And I will obviously link them all. These are available in so many colors. everyone that writes to me about these is really happy with them in their house because they're so affordable for one thing, but again, the versatility, really nice flowers. My very favorite vase set. If you follow me on social media, you may have seen this because I love to show this one off. It was actually out of stock for like 6 months, but is now back in. So if you want it, I would not delay. I can't promise how long it will be in stock. This is from Teresa's collection. It looks like wicker, but that's actually ceramic. If you don't like the rope, you can easily take that off. I like the rope. Perfect for coastal or farmhouse or actually neutral. But if you're doing, let's say you've got a modern vibe, just pull off the rope. And I love these daisies. This is what one bunch looks like. These are like wildflower daisies. I love it. Each of these stems is loose, and that means you can just drop them right down into your vases. Isn't that cute? I love this combination. These are like on a cabinet a lot. Yeah, my entry cabinet, I kind of put these in the corner. I put the taller one in the back, but I think these are so cute. Again, this is the vase set and 2 sets of these daisies if you want to recreate that exact look. All right, roses. I've been looking for good roses for a while, and I will tell you, there's a lot out there I don't like, but I love both of these. Let me show you. The first set is a little shorter, but again, like with those little handy wire cutters, don't be afraid to change the size of your flowers. You don't want something in if it's too tall or too short. You can change that too. But first, let's look at these. Aren't those gorgeous? This is the pink and the white. They're available in tons of colors. And again, they do look a little squished out of the box. So just go ahead and drop them down in a vase and they'll plump back out to their normal shape. These were the same way. I thought, oh, these look a little squished, But again, I drop them in a vase for 2-3 days, and then you can always decide if you want to return them. These are the Mandy's. They're slightly shorter. I love this particular vase for both of these roses. When you're looking at vases and flowers, there's 3 things I always think about. One, and I'm talking about the vase and the flower, is the height of both. The height, the width, and the style. Now this is just a classic style. So, I think roses are a classic flower, a classic vase works well. And this is a nice height, obviously. But look, this is what really works for me. This huge mouth on this vase, because it allows the flowers to just spread out. To me, that is a classic look for roses. I mean, these are the perfect height in this vase. I wouldn't change a thing on these. Again, this is the Mandy's brand, tons of colors. Now these are different. These are like the old-fashioned, aren't those pretty? Old-fashioned long-stemmed roses. And when you drop these in this particular vase, now it just depends. If you like this look, leave it just like that. If you don't like this look, if you want them a little shorter, again, feel free to cut about that much off of them. It just depends on what you like. Another option, if you don't want to cut them, is you can do what I did actually right here. You can see these right here in the front. See how those are shorter? All I did was just bend them. So just bend a few of them that are in the front, and then see that big gap you have there? That's going to go away. And you might like that look better. And again, you can cut them, you can bend them, whatever you want to do. But see again how if you have that lower row of flowers, then that's going to fill that out. But yeah, this vase will still allow these to spread out. Love this combination. Both of these are just so, so pretty. All right, next probably, well, it's got to be my most photographed if it's not my favorite, but it might be my favorite because this is just so easy. These, again, the company on this one is the same as the shorter roses, is Mandy's. These come in tons of colors, but this is the thing. Look at those. If you look up close, you can actually see the veining in these. These are so beautiful. And I love them with this particular vase from Sullivan's. It's a pitcher vase. It is slightly distressed. It's quite heavy. It's slightly distressed, and if you could see, which doesn't really come across well, it's slightly has a crackled finish. So it looks like it's been around forever. It looks like, you know, something you got from your mom or your grandmother. But this is what I love about it. And this is 2 orders, by the way. I think they come in different sizes, usually around 20 for 1 order. But this is what I love about this. Done. Okay, except for that one that's sticking out. Can you see him? Okay, there. But see how they just kind of splay out. I think this is perfect, especially again for like farmhouse decor. There's just, that's what I'm talking about. When you're thinking about style, you know, this is the perfect height and width, great combination. Now the style, I think these work fabulous in farmhouse decor. Now can you put them in, you know, if you've got a modern home and you love this look, just do it. Who cares? But I'm just saying, if you want to stay true to form, this is really kind of really pretty farmhouse vibe. My house is coastal, but I use this all the time. Love this combination. And let me just show you. I really love these tulips. I'm not exaggerating. Well, we'll leave this one. Well, here, let's just do this. Let me just show you these. We'll leave the white one in. And then look, I have them in this gorgeous, gorgeous yellow. They come in tons of colors, you guys. Look at this pink. And look at this purple. I even have them in black for Halloween. I mean, when it comes to tulips, it doesn't get any better than these. These are perfection, you guys. I mean, I cannot recommend these enough. I love them. All right. Moving on from tulips. Aren't they gorgeous though? It's just something just happy about a tulip. All right. I love this combination. This isn't really a flower, more stems, but first let me show you these. This is kind of an unusual combination. It's mixing cotton and lamb's ears, and this is so pretty. Look how soft those are. My followers love this one. It's just something really cute about that. Isn't that pretty? I love the soft combination. Now let me show you again, talking about the mouth of the vase, how it can make it look different. I'm gonna put these in this one, and this will give you, see, sort of a more relaxed style. They kind of just splay out there, which I like a lot, but I really think that's pretty. But now look here, this is the same vase set here, but this has got a much smaller mouth. See, now you've got a more upright look. So it depends where you're putting them, what kind of look you want. I mean, you could get 2 of them and put some in this one and some in this one and have totally different looks. But love these pretty cotton and lamb's ear mix. And then this cute vase set is by Teresa's Collections. And that is actually, that's raised. That's not just paint on there. They're slightly distressed. Both of them, you know, they're matching obviously, but aren't those cute? Nice size, good price, so a really great set, and they look fabulous with these cotton stems, either one. Let's put them in the tall one. Isn't that cute? Love that. All right, here's another combination that I've just come across recently, and I love it. And here's another example, depending on the mouth of your vase, and height, how something's going to look. First, these vases, love these, again by Teresa's Collection. These have a roped wrapped handle. I'll make sure I mention that in the description. They look like old-fashioned enameled bakeware, but they're ceramic, really pretty. I love both of these. Totally farmhouse, but again, I think these work great for coastal, neutral, and I love these right here. This simple little Pampas grass set. I think these come in 5 colors. This is the beige. Now look at this. Here, this is a great example of this. See, I personally love the way those look in that. It's just enough height. They splay out a little. They look really pretty. Now here is the exact same in this vase. Now, I personally don't like that as well. I mean, it looks okay, but you would have to really fuss with it because that's a little better. But see, there's like spaces where you've got gaps. But again, if you like that look, that's awesome. But I'm just saying, I would definitely put these in here. And what I often do is I'll just display a vase set and I'll only put, stems or flowers in one of them. I think that's a nice look. But both of these look great together, really cute. Again, I think this comes in 5 colors. And it doesn't fall apart. A lot of the faux pampas grass, it's all over your floor. Not these. That's what I like about these. Kind of boho too. I love that vibe. This simple little vase set I have used in so many ways. It is a set of 6. They are rope wrapped, and I love them paired with this eucalyptus. The eucalyptus, this is a set of 5. You can get them in the a set of 10 or a set of 5. If I was you, I would look at the price and see, is it cheaper to get 2 sets of 5 or a set of 10, because sometimes it's cheaper just to get the 10. But check them out. I really like this. I've used these everywhere. If you just want a touch of green, I mean, obviously you can use them in flower bouquets. I like to use them all by themselves, like in a simple little glass vase. I mean, you can put 5 of them in one. And that's just, there's something so cute about that. In my laundry room in the back corner, I've got it decorated. And I have 2 of these just sitting in the back. I think something like this. Maybe 3 in one and 2 in the other. But they're just in the back corner, and they just add a nice little touch of green. But these are really cute little vases. And they come like this. They're rope wrapped. This is the set of 6. And when they arrive, see that little bow? They will look like that. I actually have 2 sets of these. One of them, I got rid of the bow. I didn't like the bow that much, so I just untied the bow, wrapped it around a few more times, tied the knot, tied it off, and then it looks like that. I mean, you've got the little knot in the back, but I mean, no one notices that, especially if you put it in the back. But I like them better without the knot, but it just depends on you. And I do have another set with the knots, and I left them on just so you guys can see the difference. But this is such a versatile little set, especially if you have little kids. If you have little kids that are bringing you flowers. My kids used to do that all the time. A lot of times it was dandelions or, some weed, but it didn't matter. I loved it. So it's fun to have, these little vases around for that. All right, next, this is without a doubt my favorite lilies. And this is the thing I don't love about them, and I will show you. I left this off just so I can show you. When these arrived, one of these was in the bottom. I'm like, oh great, they're broken before I even have got them opened. But, well, I won't take the time to find it, but it wasn't. All you have to do is just push them right back on. Let me just pull one off, I'll show you. There we go. See, you push that off. See the little thing sticking down? You can see. There you go. You just push it back in. And it's only really a problem if you're handling your lilies a lot, which, I kind of do, because I'm showing them to you guys. So, don't be concerned about that. All right, let me show you. This is 3 sets. Let me show you. This is what one set looks like. And again, you can splay these out to get them in your vase, however you want. I mean, that looks okay. The flowers are gorgeous. Let me just show you one of these up close. I mean, seriously. Look at that, you guys. I mean, is that beautiful? And they're made of a combination of silk and plastic injection molding. So I can't tell you exactly what that is, but they almost feel real, but I love that. All right, this is what one looks like. Pretty. But I knew I wanted 2. So I went for 2, which I think 2 is really nice. I love how 2 looks, but being me, I thought 3 was fabulous. So personally, I think 3 is fabulous, but 1 is fine, 2 is good, but 3, and again, they're really affordable, so you can afford to do that. And a lot, I mean, look at these, you guys. These just provide a lot of bang for the buck. I love these, gorgeous. This particular vase that I love to pair these with, you can see, I don't know how well you can see, but this is a textured vase. It's so pretty. This is the 10-inch. It comes in 3 sizes. It comes in an 8, a 10, and a 12. But very often the 12 is not in stock. So when you go to the link, you might not see the 12. But again, this one is the 10, and it's Divine Dev is the name brand with these lilies. 10-inch Divine Dev textured vase if you want this exact look. Again, that's 3 orders. Okay, this one is so cute, and this is a perfect example of matching your vases with your flowers. Look at this little guy. This is Paulownia, I think is the name of the wood. It's real wood, so everyone is going to look different. You've seen these at really like high-end stores for like over $100, which is crazy. So I started looking. I've been looking. If you watched any of my other YouTube videos, you know I've did 3 coastal grandmother videos, and I showed a lot of these like in trays, bowls. I actually showed this vase too, but it's a very popular wood right now. It is quite sustainable because they grow really fast. They're dense and they're lightweight, and they have beautiful graining. So anyways, I found this. This is so affordable compared to the others. I love it just by itself. One of my favorite finds recently. Isn't that gorgeous? Just all by itself, set it on a shelf, set it on a bookcase, and just, you know, let it be. But if you want flowers, I've shared this story before. I was getting ready to do an Amazon Live, actually, and I was showing this the first time, and just a few minutes before the live, I thought, you know, somebody's going to ask me, because on Amazon Live, you can, you know, live in the chat, they're going to say, what flowers would you put in there? And I was like, well, I don't know if I'd put any in here. And I thought, well, let me think real quick. So literally, I mean, I just started, you know, at a frantic looking around the house, and then I saw these, which might seem an odd combination at first. These are so pretty. Faux lavender. That's what one bunch looks like, you guys. Look at that. And obviously, you could split this up and put these in different vases, but this is what 8 looks like, because that's what, I mean, I think you can get them in 4 pieces or 8. This one is 8. And I thought, Now look at this. Again, when you're looking at height, look at the shape of this one. It's small, so you think, well, if I stick a flower in there, it's just going to poke up. Unless you have one that's already quite wide. That's why I thought this might work. Again, you just shove those down in there and see what I'm saying? See how the width of this is reflected right here, and then it just has this really visually appealing little hourglass. I mean, I love that. And there's a lot of flowers that just would not work in this little vase. But again, you know, you have to take into account the width, the height, the style. You know, this style works great too, I think, because these are so dark. I mean, lavender is so dark and so bold, and the vase is just the opposite. It's very pale, very beautiful. So I love this combination, you guys. I hope you do too. Isn't that cute? But again, you don't have to put anything in that cute vase. All right, speaking of another winning cute combination, look at these peonies in this pretty little glass vase. These come in several colors. This is the champagne pink. I mean, how delicate and pretty are those? So obviously I knew I wanted a delicate and pretty vase. Something I think about clear glass vases, I mean, and they can be, depending on what they're made of, really pricey. I don't have the pricey ones. Look at this little cutie. It's got little tulips on it. I mean, you know, from a distance it looks expensive. Who cares? I just think it's pretty. So, I mean, I'm not trying to impress somebody with my vase. And then you drop these down in. And again, very simple, really pretty. I think this is just a classic combination. And you could do, you know, honestly, half as many, and it would still be pretty. I mean, look at that. Isn't that just a pretty combination? Again, these are available in several colors. Love this combination. All right, next, speaking of several colors, this next bunch of flowers is in a crazy amount of colors. Maybe like 20, I can't remember, but it's a ton. This particular one, it's Mandy's is the company. Again, these are Peonies. It's the same company that does the tulips. This is just a relatively recent purchase for me. I've been looking for really good Peonies, and I keep returning them because I didn't like a lot of them. But look at these. Again, this is the dark pink, and here's what they come. This is the funny thing about this one. All right, so this is, let me do this one. I feel like I haven't got it all the way down in there. Okay, so there's one, and one looks okay. It would actually, if I like to keep these together because I'm showing you, but what I would do is snip that off, and then it would fall in here a little bit deeper, and it would look much better. So there's one bunch, but I knew I wanted two. So here's what two looks like. And I think that's perfect. There's two in the dark pink. Isn't that pretty? I love all those combinations. But this is the funny thing. When you click on the link to these flowers, I think just a couple of them, you'll see a single bouquet in the image. And that, like the dark pink, that means it comes with one bouquet. But most of them in the image, it shows two bouquets. If there's two bouquets in the image, that means two bouquets come with it, which is awesome because this is exactly what this is two bouquets. There was just a few of them, the dark pink being one of them, that only comes with one. So again, if you see two flowers in the photo, then you're going to get two, which is, I mean, such a deal. And I love them with this particular vase. Again, the same sort of finish as the other vase I showed you. Slightly distressed, crackled glaze through it, looks retro pretty, but the thing I love about it the most is that, again, this has got a nice tall height to it, and that I love that large mouth on the vase, because again, I just stuff these down in here and my work is done. Isn't that pretty? Love this combination. All right, next, these are so cute, but this one's huge. All right, if you go to the link, you will see this particular thing, this vase, this thing comes in two sizes. Now let me show you. This is the larger, obviously. This is the one that you guys have probably seen on my dining room table a million times. Look at this. I mean, how gorgeous are these? They're 100% recycled glass, which is awesome, but I love the look of these. You know, they're heavy too. These are heavy, but they are I love the color. It's not too much. And let me show you the different ways that, again, taking into consideration height and width, that I have styled both of these. These, look at this. First, let me show you this. These come 10 to a bunch. Eucalyptus stems. I love that they are different colors on the top and bottom, like a real eucalyptus leaf would be. But check this out. I mean, I knew I wanted something bold and big, and you guys, look at that. I mean, how cute is that combination? This is on my dining room table all the time. I love it. Again, this is a large, the base of this is big, so I knew I wanted something, you know, kind of big and round. I imagined that in my head, and this is exactly what I have. Big, round, to kind of counterbalance that. And then this one, I went a different direction. But I love that combination, you guys. One of my favorites. Again, you get 10 of these in a bunch. These are such a good find. If you look closely, you can actually see the veining in them, and they're just like a no-brainer to arrange. So cute. Now this one is so big. I'm like, what am I going to do with this? Because I knew the eucalyptus that's not even big enough. So now I started thinking, okay, this is so big that I really want something really tall and arching. So this would be like an anchor for it, and the flowers are just kind of taking off. Well, I found these. Again, both of these vases are at the same length. Look at these gorgeous orchids. I mean, look how tall these are, you guys. Again, you know, if you have a shorter vase, feel free to cut them off. But these come 2 in order. I have 2 orders here. I mean, aren't these so pretty? Look at that. I think they come in 3 different colors, if I'm not mistaken. I think also yellow, maybe pink. But all I did, and I did do a little bit of ranging. Right now I'm just dropping them in. Oh, it's not too bad. But let me just get back and show you. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, I love this. Again, in the middle of a table. Now, you know, when you're having dinner, you don't want everybody looking around this, but is this awesome? On your kitchen counter. And again, it's when I'm taking the size, I knew this thing is huge, and I didn't want, like, you know, some big massive round thing. And I started thinking, I want a big graceful arch. And this, I think, is a perfect combination. All right. Wow, that's a lot of flowers on the counter. All right, next, this, again, I love these next flowers because, let me show you how versatile they are. All right, these are faux cherry blossoms. I went blank there for a minute. Faux cherry blossoms, they come in different colors. This is actually 2 orders. I think there's maybe 4 orders to, 4 stems, 2 in order. But look, see, I love these in here. This is on my, in my dining room very often, just sitting over there. Again, this vase is also Sullivan's. It's also a pitcher vase. This is the taller of the 2. So in the description, I will call this Sullivan's pitcher vase, and this one Sullivan's tall pitcher vase. They're, you know, exactly the same finish, slightly distressed, have some crackling in them, nice off-white. But I knew I wanted more height because I have these cherry blossoms. So this is what these look like. But let me show you a little secret. See these? All of these stems are bent because these cherry blossoms are way too tall for this. So again, I could cut them off, but I like to just bend them if you can't see through. I just bend them, and then I've got the flexibility to use them in other ways. And let me show you 2 other ways I've used these exact same cherry blossoms. I love when a plan comes together. All right, so you saw that one. Now look at this. Also, I've got this vase linked, but how gorgeous is this? Now, on this particular vase, I dropped the cherry blossoms in full length. Every one is full length, except for, see these 2 right in the front? I went ahead and I bent those over, about that much, and then dropped them in just so that there'd be like, you know, they would kind of fill out this little hole right here. And then the others, you can see how those fill out that little spot, and then the others can go to the sides. And here is the vase these are in. How beautiful is this? I wish you were here to see it. This is actually raised off of the vase, and you know, it's 3D. It's hard to see that in here, but this is 3D. And I thought, I love this as soon as I saw the engraved fern. It's actually raised and engraved, but I thought, it's so fragile. You know, I'm a little concerned about that. But I went ahead and ordered it. I pulled it out of the box carefully and was shocked. It's resin. I was absolutely shocked and, you know, surprised, shocked, but happy. I mean, because I thought, well, I don't have to worry about breaking it now. But it looks like a ceramic vase. It's so pretty. It is a little pricey, so, don't overspend. If you can't afford it, don't buy it. But it is really pretty, and I wanted to show you as another example of how these exact same flowers can be used. And I've got one more. All right, I love this floor vase. I got this probably over a year ago, and as soon as I bought it, it came. I couldn't believe. I thought, honestly, I'm surprised this isn't a lot more money, because look at this. I mean, look at the detail on that. This is just a simply beautiful floor vase, and you don't have to put anything in it. It just looks good in the corner. I mean, isn't that pretty? But when I bought it, I thought, wow, I wish they had it in white. I think my followers would love this in white. Well, guess what? About a year later, they have it in white. So, I mean, again, how awesome is that? I mean, these are just so pretty. Love them both. Really nice, tall, big floor vases. But I knew I wanted, again, to use these same faux cherry blossoms, right? So I dropped them in here. Again, they're nice long stems, but they sunk so far down that I only had just a small portion of the top of the flower coming out. I'm like, well, darn, I really wanted to use these in here, but these flowers are not going to work. And then I started thinking, so can you pull up that photo of the floor vase, honey? There it is. That's the final result. And this is how I achieved that, you guys. Right now in here is a dish towel. It's an old gray dish towel that I never use. And is it a dish towel or a hand towel? I can't remember, but it's irrelevant. But anyways, I put it in the bottom of my vase. So it's takes up about that much room in the vase. And then when I put the flowers in, that's exactly how they look. Isn't that awesome? I mean, it's so simple. Nobody knows except for, all you people I'm telling. But I love that, just something so simple. Thank you, honey. So simple, so easy, and it worked. So don't be afraid to, kind of play around with height, width, and your vases until it looks right to you. That's the key. Whenever I just kind of keep, putting the flowers in different vases, and it's like, okay, that one looks good. Well, we made it through all of them, you guys. Thanks for hanging with me. I really appreciate it. It's always such a pleasure to help you make your house a home. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I do lots of coastal decor, farmhouse, neutral decor, and if you're familiar with the new trend, coastal grandmother, I do that too. That's crazy. Go look. I've got 3 YouTube videos up on it. It's so popular. I mean, I was shocked when I found out this is a thing. So go find those and watch them. So anyways, until next time, I'll see you then.